Hi there, it's your girl Kenya LaShawn, aka Witchy Ways, and I am just signing in today. I'm really happy. Today is Friday. Happy Friday. This has been 1 week since I started this channel. The response has been overwhelming. Like, honestly, you guys have really supported me. You've shared my video, you've liked, you've commented, you've done everything I've asked. And you've been supportive. You've given me advice. You've told me when my hair was sticking up. You have really given me advice, and it's becoming a thing where people are asking me, did you post last night, or did you talk about what's going on with this certain topic? And everyone are giving me topics, and I just want to say I really, really appreciate y'all. This, in the spirit of start, this is something that I've wanted to do a very long time. In fact, I think my son, Buddha, set this page up for me, my YouTube channel up probably in 2020. So that's how long I've wanted to do it. And the page has literally just sat there. I've done nothing with it. So I just want to say thank you for all your support. I don't know. I feel like it's dark. Lighting is off, I don't know. But anyway, I just want to say thank you for all your support. For this week and continued support. I want to start, there's something, Alice Walker, she's a novelist and a social activist. She said the most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. That's my little Black History quote for the day. And that's where we are right now. A lot of us feel helpless. People who are really involved in this, what's going on with our current administration, they feel helpless. A lot of us are just tuning it out altogether. Like, they're like, oh, I'm not even getting involved. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. And then we have, some people who just don't know what to do. You have our federal government losing jobs. 2.4 million people work for the federal government. And they're facing job cuts. This isn't the first time this has happened. This happened, I want to say it was Clinton administration aimed to do this as well. So the direction to cut isn't, this isn't new, but how it's done is quite treacherous, if you ask me. But there's 24 million people, 2.4 million people that works for the federal government, and that's not include military or postal workers, I don't think. And so this job loss, it's going to affect everybody. It's going to affect a lot of families. Everybody doesn't work in the DMV. Everybody's not in DC, Maryland, or Virginia. They're spread out all over the country. So when you start cutting jobs all over the country, it's going to affect people all over the country. It's a domino effect. If my father loses his job, who takes care of my mother, then although I don't work for the federal government, it's going to affect our family, because now we have to figure some things out as a unit. So to turn a blind eye and think it doesn't affect you, I think it's a bad decision all the way around. There's about, I wrote it down, but as I told y'all before, I'm really bad at notes. I want to say there's about $350 billion or so that's being spent in that sector, which is only about 5 to 6% of our total budget, a $6.5 trillion budget. So they would like to make us believe that this is gonna affect us so much better. This is gonna make things so much better. The people who, follow this course. Oh, this is gonna make things so much better. We're trying to cut finances wherever we can. It's 5 to 6% of our total budget. So just think about that. Think about it. That's all I'm saying. It's important to know, because if you don't know, then we perish for lack of knowledge. I had a dream last night that I lost my job, and it made me start thinking about, if I lost my job, what would I do next? Oh, just go get another job. Yeah, that's true. But in the process, do I have enough money put aside to hold me until that happens? Do I have 3 to 6 months worth of money set aside? to make sure that my mortgage is paid, car notes paid, insurance is paid. That's what I'm working towards. That's where we all should be. Our jobs are not promised. If anything, it should show you that right now. Our jobs are definitely not promised to us. We can lose them tomorrow. So something that I've started doing this month is I read somewhere, I don't remember which book, and I said I was going to post the books that I'm reading, and I figured out how. It's actually really simple. So I'm going to go ahead and post the books that I'm reading. But I read somewhere that one way to get yourself on a path is to, for those who want to be business owners and investors, figure out how to make an extra $200 a month. That can be ride share, that can be, Uber, that could be Uber Eats, or just whatever you do to create an extra $200 a month. That's $50 a week in extra income. It also could be just cutting something. I have a friend who said that he saved $600 a month by just cutting drugs and alcohol. He spent $150 a week on drugs and alcohol. And now he's saving about $600 a month. So it's there. It's there. Just figure out how to do that, and then start figuring out how to attack your bills. Don't turn a blind eye on your credit history. I know a lot of us think our credit is so bad that we're just like, I don't even want to see it. I don't want to pull it. I don't want to look at it. Pull it and look at it. There could be things on your credit that shouldn't even be there. You need to learn how to dispute those things, and then start paying off your debt. That you created this debt. No one did it for you. So start paying off your debt, paying off those credit cards. I like the little snowball effect. That tends to be what works for me. And that's just simply figuring out what all your cards are, what the balances are, what the minimum payments are, and what the interest rate is. That's something new that I just learned recently. I have never done that before, but I will, should I ever need to do it again. And if your minimum payment, if you have 3 credit cards, let's say your minimum payment is $25 on each credit card. Pay the minimum payment on each credit card. On that lowest credit card, pay more. That's why I said about finding that extra $50, $200. Pay more on that minimum. So let's say you pay, instead of paying 25, you pay an extra 50. So you pay 75 on one, and you're still paying 25 on the others. Once that one is paid off, take that $75 that you was paying, add it to the $25 that you're paying on the other one, and now you're spending $100 on the other one, right? And then once that's paid off, take the one that you were paying, the last one that you're paying the 25 on, add that $100 to it, so now you're paying $125 on the other one. And that's a way that I have attacked my credit in the past, and I've had to do that. I just bought a house in August, so I had to get my credit in order again. I don't know if it's like a domino effect, but once you know better, you're charged to do better. And this time I'm definitely trying to do better. So that's one way to attack your credit. I've heard recently to pay the one with the highest interest rate. Same thing, same principle, but instead of it being the one with the lowest balance, they say do the one with the highest interest rate. So that's another way, but whatever you decide to do, just do it. You know, pick up a book, learn from people, follow people, but just do it. Turning a blind eye is not going to help your current circumstance whatsoever. Culture, get down. That's my dog, Culture. She's asking for attention. But yeah, so that was it about the credit thing. I'm going to start next week. I want to talk to you guys about the next steps of moving on, but first we got to kind of do some housekeeping. So pull your bills, know what they are, what's mandatory, what's the things that you can kind of fluctuate on. Pull your credit report, and let's take a look at it and figure out where we stand and what can we do to stand in a different place than what we're currently in. Pay attention to what's going on around you. I know a lot of us believe it doesn't affect us, but I assure you it does. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're a hairstylist. If people losing their jobs, then they're going to stop getting their hair done. They'll try for a minute because that's how we do. But eventually, we're not going to be able to afford it. So it affects you in more ways than just, I don't work for the federal government, therefore this isn't my battle. And the other thing is, POTUS has only been in the office 1 month. Everything that we are experiencing is less than 30 days. So we have 4 years of this. So we got to pay attention. You know, we perish for lack of knowledge. If we don't know what's coming towards us, we can't prepare for it. So, you know, that's just something to think about. And that's really all I want to share today. I had a lot of things I want to touch on, but I'm trying to keep these a little bit shorter, and every time they get a little bit longer. So I'm gonna leave that here. I'll come back with some more in the morning, maybe tonight, we'll see. Oh no, tonight I'm doing line dancing, y'all. So every day at 7 o'clock, every Friday at 7 o'clock, I do this line dancing class at my house, and we all learn all these new line dances. It's just a good time for us ladies to get together and kind of hang out and fellowship and just have a good time together. So I may not come back on tonight, but I will see you in the morning.